Good afternoon, Stitch Roadies. Well, I hope you're ready for a wild ride. I think you should just put this on pause right now. Go to the restroom, get yourself a drink, maybe a meal, definitely a snack. And with that, my first commercial is about my new favorite snack. Let me just tell you, it is delicious. And it comes in peppermint too. And part of the reason, my name is Anna, and this is a channel about cross stitch. Yes. Okay, back to this. 21 pieces are 90 calories. I mean 21. Anytime I get over 10 of anything on this little thing and it's not 1,000 calories, they are small, but they smell so delicious. And I'm here to tell you, the peppermint, well, it's gone. And now I'm working on the gingerbread. So that is my commercial for today. I have a lot going on right now, and I am going to share it with all of you. And I'm so grateful for your friendship here. Thank you very much. I am going to admit that there has been a lot of haul, but it's not my fault. It's not my fault because I get influenced by a lot of you. And when I show up to Acorns and Threads and there's a gift card in my mailbox, that's a rabbit hole right there. That's a rabbit hole because it's like, oh, it's a party. It's a party. And so I have to thank Cher. And let me just tell you, when I showed up for Stitch Group and Lori told me, oh, there's something in your box, and they got a big kick out of that Cher left me a gift card, because then we immediately in our age group go to Sunny and Cher. But thank you so much, Cher, for well, let me just say, I appreciated it very much. I used every last penny of it and more. So really, thank you, thank you. So I will show you what happened. But the first thing that I want to share is that sometimes you get mail and you don't remember. I think sometimes I order things in a fugue state. It's, I wonder if in the list of mental health, in the mental health book, if there is an actual category for crafters' fugue states where we don't remember that we ordered something until it arrives. And apparently that happened to me. I don't think there's any treatment for it, so I am just going to enjoy it and roll with the punches. Because a package arrived from a Farm Girl Dry Goods, and let me just give you a warning. Her floss tubes, I kind of am disappointed right now because there's not enough goats. There used to be a lot of goats in her floss tube because she would raise goats, and I just loved looking at the goats and looking at the dogs who would take care of the goats. But now it's just a whole lot of cross stitch. And she showed this from her shop, and I think I was in a fugue state, but it is a Shakespeare's Peddler, Peace on Earth. Oh, absolutely stunning. And look at that. Look, the fabric and the floss. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I was like, oh, look, I got a package at the mailbox. So I decided to peel the sticker that she puts on her packages because they come right off, fully intact. And I just attached it in my book of days because it shows me that I got something in the mail. And when I opened the November, when I was starting there, there was this cute little sticker that I had put in there to use in my November. And on the back, it was a gift. The sticker was a gift from Megan. And she has a floss tube called MJ Stitches 23. So you can go give her some love. I am definitely going to be doing that. Well, I hit my Halloween and my Christmas. It's really easy right now to hit the Halloween star. You know, I put these two categories up here so that it reminds me to try to stitch on something Christmas and stitch on something Halloween every month, even if it's just a few stitches. But my designated stitch is a Halloween stitch, and it is almost done. I mean, it will be done this week, which is great, because I really decided that the next designated stitch is going to be the Christmas one, which is in this adorable bag that's by Kindred Stitcher. Everyone loves this bag. I love the donkey the best, but it's this particular one, and I need to get that done and fully finished before the end of this month. So once I get the Halloween one done this week, then this will be the designated stitch. And I'm going to take this with me. I am going with Janine and Teresa Kogut to Primitive Gatherings. That is if my flight takes off. I'm a little bit stressed about that. I'm staying off the news because I'm getting more stressed about that, but because it was a bucket list trip and I'm hoping that it happens. Yes. So keep me in your thoughts about that. So I'm doing okay with my book of days. I can't wait till the next one's out because I have some big plans. I haven't finished because I have to watch it in segments, but Brenda and Laura, Brenda's really good about her book of days and stickering it up and making it really cute. I have not been that great, and so I have a goal for next year. Because why am I saving all the stickers? I just save them like I'm hoarding them for, like when I'm gone, my family's going to say, oh, these precious stickers, we have to keep them. No. So I'm going to start using them in my book of days for next year. Okay. What next? I apologize a little bit for the discombobulated. Did I tell you about these snacks? I think I need more of them. 21 pieces for 90 calories. Just if you count to the number 21, it's going to make you feel like yeah. So, Cher's gift card. Yep. It made me go down a rabbit hole, and I have a bit of haul, which I will show you. So some of this stuff, I didn't remember that I had been influenced. Angie, well, I stitch with the stitch group at Acorns and Threads. So if you're ever traveling through the Pacific Northwest, it really is a bucket list place. And if you sign up for the newsletter, you will see the calendar on what days there's stitch group. And I swear yesterday there were 18 people there at Stitch Group. It was a lively, very enjoyable, highly influential Stitch Group. Yeah, and it's everybody has their own favorite style or what they're wearing. I mean, there's full coverage going on there, and there's people going full coverage. Yeah. So I get influenced by my fellow stitchers, and I love them all. But I forgot that I had pre-ordered these because of a mother and daughter stitcher there. Yep. So this is so Acorns and Threads, Janine and Sarah and the group, they pre-ordered this, and I have to just tell you a little story. I hope you went to the restroom. Okay, so back in the day when we were traveling a lot more, one time we went, we used to have a little tiny home in Tucson, Arizona, and one afternoon we went out to this park that was like an old western town, and they used to film like High Chaparral, the TV show, and lots of western TV shows were filmed there because they already had the fronts of buildings and stuff built. Well, it turned out that that weekend was the International Steampunk Festival. I wasn't really sure what that was, but we went, and I was gobsmacked. Let me just tell you, walking around, and you know me, I can talk to a brick wall, and believe me, I was asking these adults who were dressed in these amazing costumes, why do you do this, and where do you go, and how far did you travel for this? It was a genre and a lifestyle I had no clue about. But Angie and them were cross-stitching these steampunk cross stitches, and you know me, in the ocean, it does all connect up. But the ocean and the sea, and I come from, I was born on a beach, so anything that has to do with the ocean is yes, please. So look at this. This is a steampunk clockwork crab. And you'll have to look up steampunk because it is so interesting. But I hope you can see that. It's just a fun, interesting stitch. And then, of course, here's the whale. Is that not a hoot? Yeah. But while we were stitching yesterday, I think it was Lori brought in all of the new releases by Paulette Stewart, Plum Street Sampler. And there was no way I could pass this one up. It had a jackrabbit jumping over the moon practically. And so, thank you, Cher. I brought this home. Part of my hoarding is because of you. I do love you and appreciate that gift card was waiting there. And they had the called for fabric, which was awesome. It was hog bristle. Yeah, so that will be, and there's, I think Paulette, I'm not quite sure what the heck, the artist in her, she must not sleep. Her brain must be going all the time because there's literally 20-some threads for this. But look at that jackrabbit jumping over the moon. Oh my gosh. And I know many of you, because I saw it on Instagram, somebody posted it. It was like, I was texting my order. I had to have it. And you know, I love a Quaker. Anything to do with a Quaker is, there's something very, I don't know if it's a safe feeling I have, or that when you get one motif done, you feel a great satisfaction. And so Lila's Studio, this came in at Acorns and Threads. I mean, Peace on Earth. It's absolutely stunning. Just absolutely stunning. Yeah. So that, let's see what else is going on here. Oh, that wasn't all the haul, because let me just tell you. Janine and Sarah and I hope many others, are going to be involved in the Modern Folk Embroideries 2026 SAL. Well, there was no option for us because it had a lot of squirrels and acorns on it. Tall oaks from little acorns grow. And he released it on a PDF. And so here it is. I mean, look at that. I mean, so I ordered the PDF. And then Sarah came over one day because she was trying to already decide, because she's much more organized. She's much more organized than I am. She was already showcasing fabric, and so she had a piece of fabric that she had gotten, and I have no clue what color it is. It's gorgeous, but I don't know what it's called. She had a huge, huge piece of this color, and so in much discussion, me, decided to divide it, and we are both going to do it on the same color fabric. And so this was from the attic in Mesa, Arizona. And she left me a little bit of floss. I've ordered the floss. It's some kind of a silk, so it's going to be like that. It'll be reverse of this. It'll be red with, oh my gosh. So that's the 2026 SAL. And the best part about it, I'm going to really try this time. He has it all divided up in what, you know, I mean, people that organize these SALs, they have accountant brains. They aren't like moi. And so they have it all divided up nice and neat for us who are running around like Chicken Little. And so I'm very excited about that. So that's going to be probably a New Year's Day start. Yeah, New Year's Day start. I might do the outline edge ahead of time just so I feel kind of smug. I like to feel smug. Yeah. Okay, I'm just looking at this pile here. Oh, I took this to, this is what I think is going to be my next designated stitch once I get the Halloween one done, because I really want to finish this one for this year. And it won't take long. It's just a matter of getting it done. And this is a Kesslin. I got this at Acorns and Threads, but I mean, really, absolutely fits my two younger grandkids. And so I worked on that yesterday at the shop when I was there with the group. And this is that sparkly fabric. Of course, I have no clue what it's called, but I got it at Acorns and Threads. So, and Jingle Ball. Oh man, Jingle Ball. I have been excited about Jingle Ball. And let's see. This is, I am doing Lindy stitches, Stephanie's chicken mittens. They're so cute. They're little ornaments. And I would like to at least get one ornament stitched so that when I go to the class, it seems like I know I'm supposed to be there. Like, yes. So I started on that one first, and I will have that done before the Jingle Ball. But here's the thing. She explains very clearly, it's not her, it's me, that all 5 of these, if you put them together, will fit on this fabric with enough room to make the ornaments. My brain doesn't work in that way, and so I will only be doing 4 of them, because the whole concept of putting one in the middle, and so I'm doing 4. I folded it, and so I'm going to pick out the 4 that I most want to do, and then I'll use a different piece of fabric for the 5th one down the line. Yeah. But it's so cute. It is so cute. We had our meetup, our Mountain Stitchers, Beth Twist. Luckily for us, Beth and Matt Twist live not far. As the crow flies, it's probably 20 minutes or more to get to the town they live in. And so we have, she started a Mountain Stitchers group. It's only for local people, sorry, because it's just, we meet up once a month for Stitch Group, and on a Sunday after their church, her church has a service in the morning, and once it's done, then the Stitchers can come in. And it's a really nice time. Anytime you can find some stitch group or 2, even one other person that likes cross stitch that you can stitch, there's something about community in that way. And so we're not having a meetup in December for crazy enough reasons, but in January is our Christmas meetup, and we'll have a potluck and do a white elephant exchange. That means you're going to get rid of something in your stash. And last year, I was so happy to see that Michelle, who got my Wizard of Oz piece, she finished it, so it was great. But Beth had some extra patterns that were in memory of our friend Jenny, who passed away this couple months ago. And so I'm going to do this in memory of her, which was this little needle book. And yeah, she was a precious soul, and it was wonderful. So I know I'm going on and on about stitch groups, because I know there are many of you that maybe feel like there isn't a stitch group near you, or it's a matter of trying to find Connect Up, but there is a real gift in it too. And I was at Stitch Group a couple of weeks ago, and I had gotten this Teresa Kogut's, a special order. All of a sudden the word left me, but it was through the Homespun Needlework group, and sometimes where you are is maybe not physically available for meetups, but you can online. And the Homespun group is a wonderful group online that Julie will do exclusives with different shops, and this was one of the exclusives. Well, when I went to my stitch group, Jennifer was stitching on it, and hers looks so different than what I had started, and it's because she decided not to do the call for fabric, and I wasn't really fond. Sometimes you get a kit that you're either not fond of the floss they're using or the fabric they're using, and so I said I'm not really fond of the fabric either. It was a little too pink for me. It kind of like light part of my shirt, and I loved her, so I started for the first time ever. I wasn't very far, but for the first time ever I started over, and so I'm working on the drum, and I just like the way the floss shows up on this better. So I started that this last week too. I mean, it's just been a little bit crazy. That's what happens when a gift card enters your life. You go a little bit insane. Yeah, so I have that. You've got a little needle notebook, and this is a bag. Corey Stitches does bags at Acorns and Threads, and I thought this was the perfect bag for that scarecrow, Teresa Kogut scarecrow from Shepherd's Needle. They're the ones that kitted that up. Okay, so now I think we are on to the questions and comments that were on the last video. Yes. So Banana Brandy's mom, some of these names are just crack me up. But you remember I showed how I store my DMC? Banana Brandy's mom stores all of her floss that way. So that's an option. And I really encourage you to go read the comments, because there's a lot of answers that we're all looking for. And people have the answers. I mean, that's the best part of group. But when you can't be in a group, physically be in a group or online, read the comments, because there's some answers to maybe some burning questions that you had. Yeah. So about the plastic floss drops that I was asking about, Copper's wife said she uses the, and a couple people said this, uses the plastic floss drops, and she marks the number or name with a Sharpie on it. And then she lets it dry. It usually takes a minute or two to dry. And then when she's done, this is what's the genius, because I'm like, well, yeah, then what, you got to go out and get more? When she's done, then she wipes it off with a cotton ball and alcohol, and it's ready to go for the next one. Who knew? Yeah. Now, Crafty Kristen, she does the same thing, but also on her fancy floss. And I saw Jennifer doing this at group also. But Crafty Kristen does, and I think Janine does it, she did an extra hole punch on the fancy floss card so that the thread that she's working with, that she's pulled extra thread off, she loops it in that extra hole. So I need to get a little hole punch to be able to do that. I love that idea. Okay. Now Sarah asked how I clean my wool mat. I have a little shop vac, a little mini vac, and I'll just vacuum it. Yeah, like the floor. just vacuum it off. Yeah. And then Cynthia asked about the scissors from Acorns and Threads. And they are an investment, and we have lots of scissors, but oh my gosh, these are the Scissorist. And I absolutely love these. They are very sharp, and the hole will fit my fingers, because my fingers are wide from work. Yeah, they work out. My finger workout is every day. I may not work out the other parts of my body, but my fingers get worked out, so they are very muscular, and so these holes are really good. Yeah. And Redwoods and Rain. Alleluia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I was trying to figure out, and now I've got to try to find it here, figure out, what was that start called Starry Nights? I could not figure out what that was. You're telling me what it was allowed me to actually have some good night's sleep this week and not be thinking about it. I find that as I am aging, that if I can't remember something, I'm think, oh no, it's happening. It's happening. And so I get very disturbed by that when I can't remember, because I have a brain like a steel trap, and so if I can't remember something, it really bothers me. And I, for the life of me, couldn't remember what project was the Starry Nights. So thank you very much. It was because I'm on the Artsy Housewives Patreon, and it was for my tier. I'm tier 2. Starry Nights was this. Yes. Oh. I slept well once I read that comment. Yeah, I slept well. Yeah, so I've read a couple things that I wanted to share with you, and that, and maybe it's because I think a lot's going on in my friends' lives and my own family as we age, and that whole concept of not allowing yourself to fully embrace and accumulate the things that you love, because you're just gonna make more and more piles. There are certain things that bring me absolute joy and calm. And I have decided I am not, and I've said this before, I am not going to browbeat that part of my life, that I have too much, I'm not finishing a lot. If I finish it, what's going to happen? I totally get the concept of under the bed or in the closet box with cross stitch that nothing's done. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, because that's hours of peace that happened. So, first step for me is if I see something, oh my gosh, I just love that. Well, okay, if it's in my budget, then I'm going for it, because that was a pleasurable moment. And the whole idea of trying to limit those joyful moments, I don't know. I'm not doing it. I'm not into it. I am so not going to be going there. I'm going to enjoy every minute. And I am very much looking forward to the Jingle Ball. I love the speed dating because, I've said it before, 5 minutes. You can talk to anybody for 5 minutes, And then you might have met your next best friend, you know. It's just, yeah. So we've had a lot of rain. There's been a lot of rain here, and it is absolutely stunningly beautiful because the autumn leaves, there's like tons on the street, on the sidewalks. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, you gotta love this time of year. I have this week, I have my middle grandson is having a piano recital. Way fun. My first recital. I'm very happy to go. And I'm going to just keep stitching away. Just keep stitching and quilting away because, yeah, life is good. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, I just have been having the best time this week. And keep your fingers crossed that I get on that flight to Primitive Gatherings. Okay, you know.